Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, I upload every Monday for now. I do want to upload twice a week, but I don't know if I can make it work given my current work schedule. But yeah, this is something I'm working on. But for now, every Monday I post new videos, so make sure to check out my channel if you would like to see the new videos. And if you have any suggestions or ideas, please let me know. Don't hesitate, just comment down below. I would love to hear from you and draw something someone has requested. So for this week's video, I decided to take another drawing I had in my sketchbook that turned out good. My sketchbook is usually a huge mess with almost nothing good in there, but from time to time I draw something like this, and like the one I did from my other sketchbook video, which I have linked here somewhere. So if you are interested in that, you can go and watch it. It's a really cute video and I tried out some different things than I usually do and it turned out very good. So if you're interested, you can watch that video as well. This little girl right here follows the same technique as the one I just mentioned, meaning that I did not use any ink but went straight ahead and colored it, and then using my colored pencils I did the line work as well as the shadows. And as you just witnessed, I just spilled a huge gulp of ink onto my drawing. At least it was not on her face or something, so I think I can fix that. So I just continued. This happened because the ink is actually new and I guess it was too full. But yeah, anyway, I kind of fixed it already, and at the end it will look much better. Now for the colors. For the skin I used E00 and E02 as well as R20 for the blush. I do like softer shadows. I have no idea why. I see many artists who do really great coloring on the skin and the shadows and basically everything else too. So what they do is basically they take two colors, maybe a third one, and use layer after layer after layer after layer until they create really nice shadows that blend out into a really pale skin color. It looks really great. I'm not saying that it doesn't look great, it's just that I personally prefer more softer shadows, more lighter shadows for most of my drawings. So now moving on to the hair, I used this new marker that I just bought the other day and it spilled on my drawing. It makes me so mad. So that little baby is called Light Mahogany and it's the color E07, and for the shadows of her hair I used the Caran d'Ache Luminance in Burnt Sienna, and the number of that is 069. Now I noticed that some Copic marker colors share the same name as some Caran d'Ache colored pencils. Now I personally found that very interesting and very helpful because it makes it easier for me to find the perfect match. For example, in this drawing I used the Light Mahogany, the 09, but I do also own the 07, which is called Burnt Sienna. And the colored pencil that I used is called Burnt Sienna. I did notice that they have the same names with other colors. Now I know names are not exclusive to a brand, I know that. I just found it very helpful that they have names for the colors and not just numbers or stupid names that don't make sense. I never found a match in my what are they called, the polychromos. I never found a match with the Copic markers and the polychromos, but I did found many matches between my Copic markers and the luminance pencils. I just found that very interesting, so I wanted to share it with you. So now let's move on to the eyes. I inked them with my Tachikawa manga pen, and I also used this other pen that I recently bought off Amazon, which is more like a brush pen. It's a really interesting little fellow. So I did use some different eye shape, just for fun. The color I used is the BV08. It's a blue violet. It's a gorgeous color. I love that. So moving on, now I am using the same thing I used in my previous drawing, the drawing from the previous week. I took a light beigey color from the luminance pencils, and I drew in the lines in her face, like her nose and her mouth. And the color is called Burned Ochre 10%, number 872. And now I'm continuing to draw the line art of the hair, and I'm using the luminance in Burnt Sienna. It's a really gorgeous color, and it looks really great with the Copic marker in light mahogany that I used previously. So here I'm just doing the line art of the hair, and then I was thinking how to do the shadows of the hair, because I did buy the light mahogany, but then I figured, no, what am I gonna do with the shadows? I don't really have anything for that, but I guess I can do the little trick many other artists do as well, and I tried out in my previous video. I just used the colored pencil to do the shadowing, and it worked out pretty well. So here you see me putting in some shadows. The way I shadowed this one is different than the other one. First of all, this piece does not have any highlights in the hair, and I love highlights. I love the manga highlights. But there also exist a lot of mangas who don't have the highlights. I guess that's a preference. So anyway, so I'm using this colored pencil to draw in the shadows. It makes it look more cartoony, but I do like the result. What do you think? Well, let me know. If you don't like it, I don't have to do it again. But if you like it, I can do other drawings like that, if you prefer this way. And thank God I actually managed to cover up that huge bulb of ink that dropped there on her hair. Can you see it? I can't see it anymore. I covered it up. Yes! Great. Now let's try not to ruin anything else. So I wanted to ask you, if you haven't muted me already, a little question. What would you like me to draw in the future? Like other drawings, like this one or the previous one? Do you like more tutorial kind of stuff? Like the how I ink manga or how I color manga? Or maybe I should do a poll somewhere here where you can vote if you want to, or you can just let me know in the comment section. Yeah, it would be interesting to know if you have any wishes or if there's anything you would like me to show you. I try to do my drawings from start to finish on camera, so you can actually see the entire process and how much I actually erase. I spend a lot of time in many of my drawings, not all of them. This piece, for example, in my sketchbook, when I first did it in my sketchbook, it did not take that long. I did it in like 10 minutes. But I have others who took me an entire afternoon because the face was not right, the hand was not right, or the back was not correct, or the leg was wrong. Most of the times I have problems with clothing. I really suck at clothing. You can tell, right? I may draw cute faces, but the clothes, oh my god. I also have zero ideas for clothes. I was thinking of getting a book. Do you have any suggestions of a book from Amazon that I could get? Clothing through the history. You know, like the ones they do in art classes. I should look more into that. Now moving on to the bear hoodie. This is a very cute hoodie. I used the E13 and it's called Light Suntan. I really like this color. It is one of my favorites. I have both light suntan and dark suntan. I use it a lot for hair coloring. I actually have a video where I use those two for the hair. I will have it linked here somewhere, so if you're interested you can watch that video. So for the background I just used a plain yellow colored pencil and I just colored in the entire area that I wanted. I just did a very simple background. I had like zero ideas for this background, so it's like, oh, okay, let's just do something that fits. Okay, yellow fits, I guess, so let's just do that. I mean, looks okay. It's better than keeping it white, right? So I used a very light yellow and just colored in the entire background with it. Well, the little square that I wanted as the background. And now I'm using another colored pencil to put in some shadows in the clothes and correct little blotches and splotches I did with the Copic marker, the light suntan that I used. So yeah, this was it, guys. This was today's video. I hope you liked it. Please stay tuned for more videos. As I said, I upload every Monday. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I would love to see you next week for my weekly upload. Bye, guys!